While everybody is chasing the same hot NGX stocks, smart money are already moving into forgotten companies nobody is currently talking about. And history shows something tremendous is about to happen in the Nigerian stock market. The biggest game usually comes from stocks investors ignored, mocked, or probably abandoned for quite a number of years. In 2025, we saw dead stocks suddenly explode. Examples are the likes of Guinness Nigeria, Champions Breweries, and Cadbury. Some rallied over 100%, 200%, and even more. So the big question is, which NGX stocks will be next in late 2026 rally? In this video, I will show you 5 NGX stocks that have been stagnant or beeping down, the probability of a comeback rally, and the exact price zones patient investors are quietly watching to scoop these stocks up. Welcome back to the channel, guys. If you want deep Nigerian stock market analysis backed by real data, not hype at all, subscribe to this channel right now, because this channel is becoming like the Bloomberg for Nigerian retail investors. So now let's get right into it for the first forgotten stocks in the NGX. So the first stock that we'll be looking at is International Breweries PLC. Investors absolutely hated this stock for a while now. It has been struggling with foreign exchange debt, weak profits, and also competition from other breweries. But here is what history tells us. Brewery stocks can rebound very aggressively once consumer spending improves. As you all know right now, the economy is pretty tough on the masses, that people do not engage in recreational drinking as they used to. So in the last decade, we have seen a reduction in consumables like drinks and the likes. So these consistently affect the consumptions of drinks and the likes, and this has also affected the revenue of brewery companies in Nigeria. But when the economy stabilizes and cost of living reduces, we could see people doing what they enjoy doing with their money. And remember what happened to Guinness during the recovery rally. Some investors now believe international breweries could eventually experience a similar re-rating cycle. This is one of the highest risk play on this list, but also one of the biggest speculative opportunities. So now let's look at the entry zones that will be a perfect position for us to get this stock at. I believe 10 naira, right? If it declines a little lower to 10 naira, this is a very good price for us to get this stock. It's currently trading at 12 naira 70 kobo. So it comes down to 10 naira. That's a good place to buy these stocks and expect it to have an uptrend. So the second stock that we'll look at is Nigerian Breweries PLC. This company reported massive net losses due to foreign exchange challenges and high inflation. The same factor affecting brewery stocks also hit this one too. The share price declined significantly in 2024 due to massive foreign exchange losses. Continuing to 2025, as investors sold down due to an unimpressive earnings performance. This one is currently attempting recovery currently in 2026 as it saw an 85 billion naira profit late last year. Let us see how this goes to the end of the year. Though in my opinion, this stock is about to see more spikes in its share price. So I'll be watching this one closely, and I believe that from this particular range that it is, it will just continually go upward. So the entry zone that we should look at for this particular stock is the 70 naira zone, right? Strategic entry remains attractive near the 70 naira psychological support. So that is where the support is, right? Especially as it consolidates its profit recovery. The price is currently sitting at 80 naira 90 kobo. So we'll look forward to how it plays out from this particular price. The third stock that we'll be looking at is Eterna PLC. This stock price underperformance compared to some NGX pairs is largely driven by a significant decline in full year revenue. This stock has faced significant revenue decline, massive profit taking that reduced the stock value by about 18%. Also, it faced a sector challenge in the downstream sector. It is navigating a turbulent retail environment and adapting to the changed landscape of petroleum imports following the entry of large-scale refining in Nigeria. Its core operation is in the downstream sector of oil and gas. So since there has been little to no importation, they have not yet gotten their footings on the local supply of refined petroleum products by Dangote. They aim to expand their operations further into the mainstream and upstream sectors. So this is an ambitious pursuit that, if achieved, will see their value go higher and a better performance in the stock market. So the entry zone that we shall be looking at for Eterna PLC is the 28 naira to 30 naira zone. Its price is currently sitting at 37 naira 25 kobo. So if you look at the 1 year chart, the price is down. It had an all-time high of 51 naira some time ago. This particular stock is one that you have to watch, being that is in the oil and gas sector.
If you've heard something new today and you know that you are getting value from this video, kindly do me a favor right now. Can you hit that like button and don't forget to subscribe to the channel. This helps the YouTube algorithm to spread this video across to a whole lot of people that want to benefit from such information. As you do that, I appreciate you. Now, let's get back to the video.
The first stock that we'll look at is Honeywell flour mill. This stock has underperformed the broader NGX and its sector peers in 2026, with its stock's price falling approximately 16% year to date after it was acquired by the Flour Mills of Nigeria. Several factors are currently restraining its upward momentum. Examples are operational transmission losses. The company newly built a factory at Shagamu, which commenced operation last year. This year, that facility recorded an initial loss of 3.3 billion naira. This caused softening revenue and profitability. Its revenue dropped 13% and its net income also dropped by about 29%. As a producer of basic food staples like flour and pasta, demand remains relatively consistent even during deflationary pressures, making its demand inelastic. Technical analysis for 2026 shows this stock needs to break the current downward resistance to be able to initiate a new rally. Its price is currently at 18 naira 40 kobo. So if it breaks the 20 naira zone, you could say that it will be set for its own rally. So the entry zone that we should watch to scoop this particular stock up is the 13 naira to 15 naira range. We saw earlier an all-time high of 30 naira in 2025. So being that the stock is currently sitting around 18 naira, we would watch for it to decline a little bit lower, just so that we'll purchase it and we expect to see an uptrend from that entry zone. So the fifth stock we'll be looking at is Livestock Feeds. This company has experienced significant price volatility on the NGX for say the past 2 years. While the stock saw a notable 40% year-to-date gain, its ability to sustain a rally alongside broader market leaders is hampered by underlying financial strain and operational challenges, right? Some factors limiting a sustained rally is the significant shift to net loss in 2025. This saw their revenue decline by just a meager 9%. But that poor performance in 2025 has created a red flag or a stigma for many fundamental investors, right? So despite this pressure, the stock remains active due to its reclassification by the NGX, right, from the low price stock to the medium priced stock. This company have seen increased feed sales and potential improvement in operating efficiency. It has shown strength in 40% profit year to date. So the entry zone that we should be eyeing for this stock, for our next buy in this stock, is between the 6 naira to 7 naira range, right? We saw an all-time high of 10 naira 30 kobo. That should be between 2023 to 2024. Its price is currently sitting at 8 naira 50 kobo during the recording of this video. As we have talked about the potentials of these 5 stocks, right, it would be stupid for us not to look at the other side as well. So here are some warning signs that we should look at in us following up with these particular high risk stocks. So now listen carefully. Just because a stock is cheap does not mean it will recover. Some stocks stay dead for years. This is why smart investors watch for rising trading volume, improved earnings, insider accumulation, and sector rotation. The NGX rewards patience, but it also punishes blind optimism. So while you are patiently watching the stocks, right, you have to consider some factors that will make you really move the needle concerning these stocks. So let me just add this disclaimer here, please. These 5 stocks are very high risk play, right? If you cannot withstand momentary drawdown in your portfolio, please do not follow this call at all. This is not financial advice in any way. This type of investment carries high risk, though the more the risks, the more the reward. Do well to always do your research and consult a financial advisor for personal guidance. So the final takeaway is this picture I'm about to paint here, right? Most investors only buy stocks after they explode, but the real money is often made before the crowd notices. If late 2026 becomes another strong NGS rally, as so many analysts have predicted, some of these forgotten stocks, right, will suddenly come back to life and even overtake those that have been rallying earlier. Not because the companies magically change overnight, but because market attention shifted. And that is how wealth cycles are created in the stock market. So tell me, which NGX stock do you think will shock investors in the last quarter of 2026? Just put it down in the comment section for me. Which stock amongst these 5 that I enlisted do you think will shock investors in the 2026 last quarter rally? Put that in the comment section for me, and I too will tell you mine. Just so you know, I read all my comments and I respond accordingly. So I'll see you on the comment section. And if it is that you want more deep NGS analysis, valuation breakdown, and real portfolio strategy, right, subscribe now to this channel and turn on that notifications, because the next big NGS rally may already be starting quietly. And what we see in the last quarter of 2026, the Nigerian stock market will blow our mind. So check out this video over here to see the next Presco, right, as per its performance over the years in the Nigerian stock market, that could deliver 100x or even much more than over the long haul, right? As I say, wealth is not luck. Wealth is built from information followed with execution. Until I see you next time, ciao.